start with Michelle Grove for public comment.
I'm disappointed that David's not here today, because some of my public comment is directly for him, so I'm just going to pretend that the camera's David. So the truth came out last Wednesday. David, you tried to hide it. Township, refusing to answer the OOR's question about whether the records existed, not responding to my petition to enforce the order from the OOR, which is on the agenda. And that's the one that you thought you appealed, but did not. Telling the judge that you didn't bring the records with you today. So basically, by not answering all these things and stalling, you bet the whole farm on last Wednesday's hearing. You were so sure you were going to bamboozle the judge, and I was going to walk out of there looking delusional. But that's not what happened. Carrie risked a felony conviction for perjury. For what? David, you risked disbarment to do what? Teach me a lesson, make an example out of me, beat the right to know law, get revenge on me for beating you in the Commonwealth Court. You should all be ashamed. You held an entire town hall about me, spewing lies to our neighbors, knowing that you didn't have the records anymore. You took me to court for 5 appeals at once, knowing the records were deleted again. You, David, told fact finders in writing that this was nothing more than a conspiracy theory of mine. You, David, told the judge you gave me those records while having actual knowledge that that wasn't true. And you, Carrie, verified that false statement under penalty of perjury. And now the judge knows that this township is run by liars. So when are you all planning to inform the taxpayers about this? Never. How much money have you spent on this scheme? Tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars. And then you have the audacity to ask the judge to sanction me for wasting your time. On top of all this, you meant to file a 6th simultaneous appeal with no records. I have it in writing from Carrie to David. You know this, David, because you flipped out as soon as I pulled out the email in court. I like how you acted like I got it in some dishonest way. That was a nice touch. Doug and Charles, you two aren't off the hook. You fully participated in this scandal. I expect this kind of behavior from Doug, but Charles, what were you thinking? You, Charles, stood on my porch and told me Carrie was acting like a dictator. And then you join in this conspiracy to deprive me of my rights and assassinate my character. Why? How am I doing on time?
Minute and a half.
Minute, that's in or left?
Left. Sorry.
Left, okay. I think you guys need to all explain what you did to everyone. The taxpayers have a right to know. They have a right to know everything. That includes the vandalism. The first press release, not put out by the township, but you know all about it. The second press release put out by the township. The emails that the township lied to Judge Ruest about. Those emails. The real reason that Jennifer left. All of it. All of it. I think another town hall is in order. A truthful town hall, not a made-up facts and smearing and attacking town hall. A town hall where you guys explain to the people that funded this, have funded this for years, what they were paying for and why.
25 seconds, Ms. Grove.
Thank you, sir. I just want to say that you're scoundrels. Thank you for your time.
Hobson McCown. Please state where you're from.
My name is Hobson McCown. I currently reside in Ferguson Township, Center County. And I'm here today to address the board and any other interested persons wishing to hear about a township-brought litigation which involves unlawful defamatory statement against myself in which I am not a party to the case. Now, it seems quite strange that the township would bring me into a case in which I am not party, but it's one thing to say something about me, but it's another thing entirely to say something false, knowingly, and to put that in writing, to defame me in front of a judge of a court of common pleas, knowing that that is false. Outside of court, that would be a libel. Inside of court, it is contemptible conduct. And I, too, lament that David Gaines is not here today to hear these words, given that he's the one who endorsed the document. You have a solicitor who, either by his own hand or because he was directed by someone in this township, who is spending your money to commit unlawful acts. I have addressed this board before about paying people to do unlawful things, knowing that they are taking that money to do them. And what you risk in a pattern of knowing unlawful conduct where you are disbursing money for that intended purpose, you too can become a Pennsylvania corrupt organization, and you too can be investigated as such civilly and criminally, and you too can bear the penalties. I demand a retraction, and I would like to know who of you, if any, told David Gaines to make a knowing false statement to the Court of Common Pleas. Please step forward and stand proud of what you've done. Otherwise, please direct your solicitor to stop performing unlawful acts on your behalf, because it is not just legally, personally dangerous for yourselves, but it damages the reputation of your township. It damages the reputation of the tax-paying voting citizens who asked you to do a job that you said that you would do with fidelity, that you would uphold an oath. And when that promise is broken, the fabric of our society will not survive if that is repeatedly broken and we can find no way from that dissolution back to some agreed upon rules that we're all following. Let me put it this way. If we're not going to work within the system, you will work without the system. And it's the system that protects our rights. So please, I implore you, for the safety of your community, for the security, for the happiness, the pursuit of happiness, please have everyone within your sphere of influence follow the rules. It's not much to ask. They're all there for everyone to read. I can read them. You can read them. David Gaines can read them. Please cease and desist. Thank you very much.
Russell Brooks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was just sign in for attendance. Thank you. I have nothing to say.
Okay, if there's no further public comment, we'll move on to liaison reports and start with the solicitor's report.